everybody, good evening to you all and welcome to this week's GameTea.
Oh, I haven't got my goblins.
There's always something.
Oh,
There generally is always something, isn't there?
there is.
So how are we all then in chat? Who have we got in today? Heggers, hi. Dr. Breas, hi. Channa, hi there. Crumpets and Leo, of course. Hello to everybody.
Hello all.
April is the cruelest month.
So they say.
Lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire. Stirring dull roots with spring rain. Winter kept us warm, covering earth in forgetful snow. Feeding a little life with dried tubers. So begins T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland.
Very nice, AJ.
Yeah,
it
thank
has
you.
been rather blustery the last few days.
Yes.
We've had snow, wind,
everything.
rain,
Yeah.
sun.
Is
Everything.
that why April is the cruelest month and nothing to do with existence or the pains of existence, you think?
Maybe. Because you never know what you're going to get, do you?
It is a transitory month, isn't it? Between spring and summer, and I'm desperate to get my plants out into the garden. Struggling at the moment.
Me too.
Really
How is your
struggling.
garden?
It's bleak,
Yeah.
but it's full of promise.
Yes, there are lots of little buds and little leaves all popping out and things
Yes.
shooting up.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, it was particularly cruel because we had that kind of 4 or 5 day spell where we were like, it's summer now!
Ah, yes, fool's spring.
And then it was winter again.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, if you have had snow, then tell us in the chat. Because we certainly have, haven't we?
we have.
We have.
Not a large amount, but...
No. Enough to just really violently slap you in the face whenever you're trying to do your grocery shopping though, right?
Yeah.
So, it's been a busy week at GameTea, hasn't it?
It's always busy.
It is generally always busy, but this week's been particularly busy because we were devoting our time to bringing back something that you've all asked for. Can you guess what it is? It's the mug section on site. Now, for the longest time, people have been asking us to bring back mugs.
Yes.
And they were always a product that we absolutely loved to do.
Do you know what we didn't like? And this is really lazy, but we didn't like packing them up.
No.
Because they had to be wrapped in tissue and in a smash-proof box, and then they'd make a package look really kind of out of shape. And
Yes.
especially if you have a tin sign and a mug, I mean, it's like the worst
Yes,
combination.
or the package that we like to call a gun.
Because the art print looked like a kind of what do you call it? A barrel
an
of a
art
gun,
print and a mug.
and then a mug kind of looked. It was like either a chainsaw or a gun in the package. So that's kind of why we stopped. But that is lazy.
So if
we've
you
gone
hear
no.
us laughing about bringing guns back to GameTea, don't be alarmed. The mugs are coming back. So we're launching with a section that contains 4 designs, 3 of which are completely new. Really, really exciting.
I've seen them.
Yes.
They're amazing.
Bestiary, Poison Garden, and the Potion of Caffeination, as well as a huge favourite and classic that we just had to bring back. It's the property of the Shinra employee cafeteria Midgar mug. So that's one that we really love as well. So looking forward to bringing those all back very, very shortly. They're currently in production. So
They are.
very soon on the horizon.
Yes.
Now, tonight, guys, it is our community-submitted puzzle stream. So I hope you all have your thinking hats on tonight. There are some really tough
My brain
ones.
hurts already, AJ.
Good.
Help.
Good. Well, this time, you see, now last week, everybody was very, very cruel to me and they guessed my puzzle
I
almost
saw
immediately.
them.
Yes, I know, it's a horrible
I was
experience.
laughing.
My soul actually left my body in pure despair. So this week, I'm not to be blamed, you see.
Oh,
Because
this
it's
is
what
why you've
everybody
done
else
this.
has
I
done.
see.
Yes. Now,
Cunning.
there will be some prizes to our best puzzle solver. We'll let you know what they are when our new candle is revealed.
Yes. If you can hear little tippy tappy toes, it's because we've got
Prinny.
little Prinny running around. She'll make an appearance later.
Hi Rosa, how are you? Yeah, so if you have submitted a community puzzle, do feel free to join in, of course, but just don't answer your own puzzle.
No, because that would be kind of cheating.
Yes.
We would never condone cheating.
No, we don't. Right. So, what have you been working on this week then, Lucy?
Oh, well, I've been working on the Pride Month project.
Oh, exciting. Really exciting.
I mean, I have got something to show, but I'm not sure whether we should yet. Maybe keep it under wraps.
I think so. Let's have
For
a
a little
proper
bit
reveal
longer.
stream. Yeah, let's have a proper reveal stream
Okay.
very soon, but we will
Yes.
certainly do that.
But it's in the works, and I'm really pleased with it. I think you guys are going to love it. So
Yeah. I'm not sure it'll be like a huge Kickstarter, but
no,
it's... You see, the danger is, Lucy, that when you get to a company that's 9 years old, you can fall into patterns of success and you can become quite entrenched in the things that have worked for you previously. And that obviously is very good, but it means that experiment is less likely to happen.
exactly.
And part of the reason why we do what we do, we have full creative freedom over our own businesses because we like to experiment. So having the ability and nimbleness to do so is something that we really, really value. So we're hoping it will do well. Let's give it a try.
Hey, look, as long as we get the goal, that's all
Yes.
that matters to me.
Yeah.
I would be more than happy with that. It's the sentiment behind
it's a
it,
nice
actually,
celebration.
that it's a nice celebration. It's the sentiment behind it that is most important to me.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's just another nice little thing for
Yes.
people to have a look at.
Yes. Hi Dylan and Dutch. Lovely to see you both.
Hello, darlings.
Yeah, so we are an LGBT company, of course.
We are.
Yeah, we do celebrate Pride, and Micah is also working on some adventures again. If you haven't downloaded the free Pride adventure, Courtyard of Prisons, go ahead and do so. It's completely
It's free. And it's great. It's
Contains
really
some
good.
really, really excellent maps and puzzles, and it's easily incorporated into, I would say, most campaigns.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
probably just like a little one-shot thing where you
It
have
is.
to light up the different sections
Yeah.
in the LGBT colours. And yeah, it's great.
With some nice simple riddles, so
Yeah.
it's appropriate for younger players as well.
That's right.
Or more experienced parties.
Of course.
So, okay, chat, have you been working on anything? Let us know if you have in the chat. Now-
Actually, that brings me to something. I would love to see people's art and creative projects that they're working on. So if you do have any that you'd like to share, please send them to contact@gametee.co.uk. And I think maybe if we did some sort of like little art gallery feature.
I would love that.
Yeah, and by creative projects, I mean it could be knitting, it could be cross stitch, it could be something you've grown in the garden, it could be photography, it could be all manner of things. So, don't think it just has to be drawing. It can be lots of things. We would love to see it and we'd love to feature it
that
on
sounds
this channel.
lovely.
What do you think?
That sounds really, really lovely. Get them submitted to us and we'll do a little gallery.
I've got a little dog scratching me.
Yes, you better pick her up.
Come on then.
Right,
She's
now
on
let's
the
just
way.
have a quick recap with chat. Crumpet said, about your April comment, I want to add this. There is also the dichotomy of life and death, reflecting with April being both the month of winter into spring and summer into autumn. So death into life on one side of the world, our northern hemisphere, and life into death on the other side of the world, the southern hemisphere, of course. This also connects with death and birth in Christian law.
That's
Yeah,
right.
most definitely.
It's
We're
all-
approaching Easter as well,
The circle of life.
which is an ancient pagan tradition.
Can I just say as well,
Go ahead.
we've got such amazing things planned for the Easter weekend, haven't we?
Yes.
Stay tuned. Honestly, it's going to be good.
Giveaways!
Yay!
Dutch says that's perfect as I have a one shot to organise for one of my partner's birthday. Absolutely, get it downloaded. Rosa says I'm on mobile, says slightly handicapped when it comes to answering in a timely manner. Do your best, darling, I'm sure you will. Rosa's got some very good answers in the past. So,
Yes.
yeah. And Dutch says I have things that I'd love to share, but I need to get the workshop back up and running first.
Oh yes, please do.
Dr.
Yes.
Bray says maybe a creative theme each week. Wonderful.
Would
and
love
Rosie
that.
H has joined us in the chat. Nice to see you,
Hello,
darling.
beautiful.
So this week, Roxy and I have been playing prolifically the new Mario Kart levels that were released earlier this month.
Yes.
So basically what they represent is it 48 new tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's 48 new tracks. Obviously the original game, the base game, Mario Kart 8, has 48 tracks. So it's effectively a whole new game on top of Mario Kart 8. Now, they did suggest that 2022 was going to be the year that we saw Mario Kart 9. So it's difficult not to be a little bit disappointed because we're huge Mario Kart fans and, you know, we play globally, regionally, we absolutely love it. So it's disappointing in one way not to have a full game on the cards, but the new tracks are excellent.
They're very good, yeah.
They're really interesting. A lot, they have all appeared before in previous games. I will just say that Mario Kart Tour, I think, has the best offerings of the new pack. Shroom Ridge is one that you would love because it's very much like Ridge Racer. It's evoking that PlayStation 1 vibe, definitely. But that brings me to my first question, which I'd like to send out there to chat. What is the best sequel in games?
Oh, I mean, come on now. There's so many.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, you've got all the Tomb Raiders, Red Dead
Tomb Raider
Redemption
2, actually,
You've
yes.
got. I mean, are you talking the next game on from the first one, GTA, or are you talking about just sequential?
Sequential.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Skyrim's got to be up there for me. Fallout 4. I know people didn't really like that one. I loved it.
I don't know if it was
I loved
superior to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, but
I don't know. I loved it.
well, it's
I
all
have to
down to
say,
personal
I
taste,
really
you know.
did like that one. Yeah. I mean, wow.
Rose has obviously been playing Mario Kart because she says Coconut More. I don't like that one, Rosa. I have a habit. It's N64, I think that one is, Roxy. I have a habit of smacking straight into this one particular corner. And unlike the usual Mario Kart courses that have a sort of barrier to send you round in a gracious curve, there's just this really horridly rectangular.
You usually find that on
aggressively
Bowser's
square
Castle, that
corner.
type of awful corner.
Yes.
You just go slamming into the wall.
Right, totally.
Like the Paris track, I'm not sure what that's called.
Yes, that's nice. Paris Promenade, is it called?
Something
I think it's. I like the accordion music on that one. It's good.
I'll have to
Rosa
have a look at it.
says
I've not played it.
Fire Emblem Awakening. Yeah, yeah. Leo
That was a good one, I
agrees
liked
with you.
that.
They say Fallout 4 is so good. Heger's in here with Mass Effect 2, Total Warhammer 2, Witcher 3 are among my top
Left
games.
4 Dead 2.
So, that's a great one. Yes, Left 4 Dead 2. Metal Gear Solid for me, probably coming up from the Super Nintendo to the PlayStation 1. Excellent transition. And Silent Hill 2. Superb. Yes. Worst sequels.
Oh. There have been some,
There have been some.
but I
yeah.
can't think offhand.
Prinny's being so naughty. Dylan Wizard says Shadow of the Colossus considered an Ico sequel. Yeah, I'd say so. Team Ico. Pokemon Gold and Silver is a fantastic sequel to Red and Blue. Agreed. And the Young Daydreamer says, I enjoyed the Bioshocks, to be honest. Yes, totally. Totally. I think Bioshock 3 from Bioshock 2 is excellent. I don't know about Bioshock 2 from Bioshock 1.
The Bioshock Infinite, I didn't like.
Yes.
Too
Yeah,
much.
That's
I
what
wasn't.
I mean by Bioshock 3.
I wasn't too keen on that one, actually.
Interestingly,
shame.
actually, I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but the Bioshock game designer, game narrative writer, it was a lady named Susan O'Connor, and she has a great philosophy about storytelling and narrative development in games, which I've always tried to adhere to in my own games of D&D. Yeah, and she basically just she spoke very, very convincingly about doing less, doing more with less, and she really, really, really speaks very interestingly about how controlling a character often means that you can, as a gamer, develop an attachment to almost a shallower story than something that might be necessary on television or cinema that might be a little bit deeper. It's the act of being interactive with that character that allows you a true level of integration with a story that other mediums just don't have. And when she spoke about this, actually, she was speaking specifically about how difficult it is to make successful films and TV series from games. How that leap is often so difficult for the medium. And it is really, because when you are in control of something, that is an unprecedented level of interactivity. It's just not offered by any other type of medium story. Yeah, very
Makes a
very
lot of sense, because
interesting.
I mean, I would say 90% of films, if you're talking about films, sequels to films are just never really as good as the first one in general. I mean, there are some exceptions, Aliens, for example. But in games, like, they're expected to be progressively better, aren't they? Because as technology gets better, you know, they are expected to go only one way.
Yes.
And sometimes they don't, and
Sometimes
when they
they
don't,
don't.
it's disappointing.
It is. I'm just going to add in here Assassin's Creed 2 as well, which began the Ezio trilogy. That was absolutely phenomenal. I think Ubisoft's lost a little bit of the magic that was involved, but Assassin's Creed 2 onwards, just fantastic games. What does chat say? Dylan is saying Half-Life 2 is probably the best sequel of all time. It's
It's a good one.
incomparable,
Yeah.
isn't it? And Angelic Sordia says he would, or rather they would like to throw Portal 2 into the ring for a fantastic sequel.
Yes.
One of my all-time favourites. Just a wonderful. Oh, and thank you for the sub as well. Very, very much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, so some mixed quality levels there then with the sequels. I want to add something. PlayStation 2. Just the whole thing.
Just the whole thing.
Just the whole thing. I think that was a brilliant era of gaming.
Yeah.
Where
it
experiment was encouraged.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Nostalgia time.
Maybe, yes. Maybe the glasses are a little bit rose tinted, but I also think it was just a genuinely very, very, very good golden age for video games.
I have to agree there.
N64, GameCube era as well. Right, okay.
I think that might be the first time I ever encountered Mario Kart on the GameCube.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Photography says Half-Life Alyx was a more recent mind-blowing sequel. I totally agree, and the music was just top-notch. Had to be experienced in VR. Makes you wonder where games are headed when you look at Alyx, actually, because Valve are so very, very able and willing to innovate. They're a company that's never lost that experimental, rebellious heart.
I have to say, I'm yet to be convinced about the VR thing.
Really?
It's, I guess I just feel sick when I put it on. That's what can I say? It's just a nauseating experience for me.
Yeah, so
disorientating.
Gunpei Yokai is one of the best hardware designers of all time. Of course, it was Nintendo designed the Game Boy, and he tried this headset thing with a Virtua Boy. Virtua
Boy, it kind of rested on your chest with little sticks coming up. I never had one, but it was a good thing.
Yes, and I always think if Gunpei couldn't make it work, then I have my doubts. But who knows? We will see something that's just as comfortable as the glasses that you're wearing. It's completely AR.
What if we're already in virtual reality now as we sit here in the Matrix?
Elon Musk thinks that we are.
There is a possibility. I will say that. You imagine, VR headset. You imagine that in 100 years' time.
Yes. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yes. You've been watching a lot of Black Mirror recently. I will just say that. Right, now, this is a puzzle stream, so shall we move on to our first puzzle?
Yes, let's do it.
Sorry about the tangent. I'm being very, very paraphractic, as I like to say. Right. Okay, now, how are we going to do this tonight is quite simple. If somebody is racing ahead and solving all of these puzzles, that person will get the prize at the end of the night.
Okay.
So,
So, how many puzzles you solve type thing?
Yeah, our top puzzle
How
solver
many puzzles
is,
are there going to be?
There's 7, but some are split into 2 parts.
Okay.
So there's 7
So
screens.
keep a count then. If you
Keep a count if you are.
get in them,
Yes,
keep a count.
yes.
Or Roxy can.
Our first
maybe.
ones come from Riddling Rodney. Micah Rodney, of course, our adventure designer, submitted these wonderful puzzles. Okay, guys, over to you. Chat. This is your chance to shine.
Okay. Number 1 then.
We have
1 and 2. Number 1, I am the beginning of the end, and the end of time and space, essential to creation, I surround every place. Number 2, I'm found once in a year, but twice annually. Do we have any answers? We're starting it off easy, I will say that.
I am at the beginning of the end.
Oh.
And the end of time and
She wants to come up, but she's running
space.
away from me.
I know, that's what she did to me.
Yes.
Essential to creation, I surround every place.
Any guesses?
So a couple of people think they've got it, so they just need to guess.
Hey.
Yeah, but they might be waiting to do number 2 as well. I don't know. There's some tactical play going on here.
Yeah, there is. They are very,
I'm
very
found
tactical.
once in a year, but twice annually.
The first person to get it is going to get it. Come on then.
Nathan said they have both.
Get them into chat. Get those answers into chat.
Brinny. She keeps running away.
Everybody's like, I've got it, but nobody wants to commit with an answer.
Come on, naughties.
Come on, naughties.
I have both.
Dylan
Yes.
Wizard is our first one, I think. Dylan is the first one. He's got both. Oh, Dylan, you're racing ahead.
Dylan, 1 to you, 2 to you.
2 to Dylan.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, yes, Dylan was absolutely. He was our first one.
Okay,
Well done,
so-
Dylan.
Please tell me the answers because
Okay.
I don't know them.
Everybody seemed to.
Get them at the same time.
Yeah, that was very, very close. So well done to everybody who did figure these ones out. Number 1, I am the beginning of the end and the end of time and space. Essential to creation, I surround every place, is the letter E.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And number 2, if you got number 1,
There she is.
you should have found quite easy. I'm found once in a year, but twice annually is, of course, the letter A. Oh, you got up, did you? So congratulations, Dylan. Some good answers. And we've got lots of watchers in as well. 37, I think. These are record numbers for us.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, if you
Really
are
great to
new,
see you here.
Hello to you, and good evening. Well, that's puzzle number 1 done. What time are we on? Oh gosh, we can manage all 7. Right?
Of course we can.
Right. So this week we also had the news that E3 has been cancelled.
Oh dear.
Yes, that was my
cancel
first thought.
completely to the public, or
Cancel completely, both digital and physical show.
oh well, I was banking on
I know
looking at
you
some
like it.
Starfield
Yes, I know.
footage there, you know.
I
So
I think
I'm
a
little
lot
bit
of people will
disappointed.
miss it actually. So what's everybody's feelings about that in the chat? Why has it failed? Because this used to be the most exciting gaming event of the year,
Yes,
without a shadow of a doubt. Bernice,
I
to leave the microphone.
can. I think maybe people haven't got anything to show.
It used to-
Companies.
It used to be glorious, didn't it? You know,
Yeah,
I-
it was the main thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was astounding actually how much people looked forward to E3 and put
Yeah.
stock in
Mhm.
E3. Genuinely, it was the biggest hype show of the year, surpassing Gamescom. You know, totally
yeah.
surpassing,
Yeah.
eclipsing it. Yes. So, Dylan says Nintendo changed the game with their Nintendo Direct. Yeah, PlayStation pulling out didn't help. I don't think. But why did that happen?
I don't know.
I really, this week I've been trying to think about where, you know, the missteps were taken, because I genuinely can't remember the glory days. No more will we get the reluctant applause, cringe moments, bizarre existential corporate horror, fever dream presentations. I like those. Presenters that act like unthinkable automata.
I think maybe just companies are struggling to put anything out. What with COVID delaying things in the past 2 years. I think that's got to have hit them quite hard. Guess we'll find out. Like I said, I was hoping to see some Starfield footage, but who knows? If we might still.
Crumpet says,
Might do their own thing, mightn't they?
the moment companies realised they didn't need to pay someone to do their own announcements, it failed. Hager says, I feel like E3 has had its day. The last couple of years have shown that big companies don't need to give a load of money to E3 organisers to show off their games. Photography says, it's cheaper today to get to your audience direct, so no need to pay for huge spaces in halls. And Rose says, less expensive to run an online stream than travel, setup, present. It is millions of dollars. We are talking millions of dollars. You and I know how much it is, even for a small space in a trade hall.
It's crazy.
You're talking by the metre. You know, it can go up to thousands. And that's only at a mid to large size Comic-Con in the UK. Imagine E3 per square metre.
It's hard to justify
it's hard to
of
justify
expenditure after we've all been struggling. So
yeah.
I will miss it though.
I would also say it never helped in recent years that the gameplay showcases seemed highly manipulated, and there was a consistent reputational damage to companies that showed images and videos that were not reflective of gameplay at E3. We've seen it time and time and time again. And the thing is, the audience now, gamers, they really, really are quite good at sniffing out any sort of inauthenticity. And they don't appreciate being lied to. They don't.
No.
And that's created some real cynicism, actually, in the audience. Deservedly so, please don't get me wrong, deservedly so. And I think with that cynicism, companies were less inclined to present as well, because they were in a difficult position, where if they put a presenter up on stage, the presenter comes across as inauthentic because they're an entertainer. They probably don't know anything about games. If they put a developer up, or somebody who's involved in the back end of creating the games, often that person can be less charismatic and they're not terribly entertaining and they haven't got the stage presence. Because let's make no mistake about it, it's difficult to entertain people on stage like that, and it's incredibly nerve-wracking as well. And then if they put the corporate figurehead up, not everybody's Todd Howard, are they?
No.
We all love Todd Howard. And
good old Todd.
We love him, but not everybody is Todd Howard. And a lot of the corporate folks seem not to have a human soul inside their bodies. You know what I'm saying? They can come across as... corpo. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah.
Would you like me to show you some things on a lighter note?
Yes, let's go
I think
for
so.
it.
Let's let's have a look. What would you like me to show? Shall I show people what they're going to get if they win these puzzles?
Yes. No, wait.
No? Okay.
No. Let's do a puzzle first. Then we'll do the Trickster's puzzle box. Because we've got lots of puzzles to do.
Okay, yes, let's try and get through some then.
Yes. Let's move on to our second puzzle of the evening.
Puzzle 3, because we had 1 or 2 together.
Puzzle 3.
Now this one was submitted by our lovely moderator. Confounding Crumpets.
Nice.
It is a logic-based puzzle.
Oh. Oops, sorry.
Ow. The heretic of magic is no heretic at all. The heretic of culture is a heretic to all. The heretic to all will eventually fall. The heretic that falls has magic after all, but the question is, who is the heretic?
Ooh, let me digest that. The heretic of magic is no heretic at all. The heretic of culture is a heretic to all. The heretic to all will eventually fall. The heretic that falls has magic after all. The question is, who is the heretic?
It's a difficult one.
I'm stumped, to be honest with you.
It is a tricky one. It It's a logic-based one, which we don't see often on our streams, actually.
I normally have a little bit of an inkling, but tonight... Actually, who am I kidding? I don't have an inkling. Pretty much never.
Crumpet says, did any of you not get it before I gave you the answer?
No.
And we did not.
I did not.
We did not.
Completely stumped.
Yes. And if it is too confounding, burn the heretic, purge the unclean. That's my final answer. Dylan, with his guess, is close, I would say. Dylan guessed everyone. He's close, but at the same time, the furthest away it's possible to get. Fiery Ali is in here with all as well, and that is not the correct answer. You guys are thinking about it. No,
See, that's what that is what I was going to say.
They are deducing it, and actually, Maxi, who has swept in only moments ago, has actually devised the correct answer.
Well done!
Well done, Maxi. Yeah.
1 point to you.
Yeah, none of them. None of them. Crumpets, do you want to explain the solution? Because this was very elegantly done, I think. Very elegantly done indeed. It makes perfect sense if you just move the first line to the bottom and reread it. A very clever puzzle. So move the first line to the bottom and then begin. The heretic of culture is a heretic to all. The heretic to all will eventually fall. The heretic that falls has magic after all. The heretic of magic is no heretic at all. Therefore, there are no heretics. Congratulations, Maxi. That was a very
well done, Maxi.
Very difficult,
well done.
convoluted puzzle.
That was hard.
Hey, you asked for hard.
Yes.
Yeah, we all asked for hard.
Maxi does have that kind of brain, that kind of, you know, that kind of more practical thinking brain.
Right. Now, would you like to show everybody one of my favourite products?
What would you like to see?
The Trickster's Puzzle Box. Can we move to the product camera, please, Roxy?
Yes.
Fantastic. Right.
So here we are. Let's start with the top.
Yep.
Which has a beautiful carving, which is hand carved.
It's all handmade. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get a closer shot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Carved by hand. How absolutely beautiful. And inlaid with gold.
Yeah.
Or brass, I'm not entirely sure.
So, Trickster's, trick boxes, puzzle boxes, have a fascinating history, actually. They originated in the Hakone region of Japan, somewhere in the 1880s, and they were devised for workmen who needed to, keep their tools somewhere safe, sequester them, and prevent other workmen from borrowing them, which, as somebody who's worked in a studio many, many times, people borrowing your equipment is definitely something you always want to prevent. Obviously, it was a problem that was evident in the 1880s as well. So, yes, each box required a certain set of movements or twists in order to open.
As you can see, there is no way to
There's no way to open this box.
It is completely locked.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it took me a while to figure it out, but actually, there is a secret slidey mechanism here.
Yes, so watch this very carefully, everybody.
So you just slide that across like that, and that allows you to open the box.
Yeah. You can't see this, it's invisible to the eye, I would say.
And that is why we call it, and you slide it back, it locks it again. So yeah, there you go, that is the Trickster's Puzzle Box.
Completely indiscernible. So they were popularised because the town of Hakone was a hot spring town, so people took them away as souvenirs, and this tradition continued throughout the World Wars, and now the tradition was revived in the 1980s, and here we are. This is our favourite one. This is our handmade offering.
Gorgeous.
Yes, and if you are using it in game, which I always encourage people to do, it's very popular for that reason. It's one of our best sellers because people like it in game, not just as a place to put their accessories or their dice, but as a puzzle that they can incorporate into their own stories. And I always say to them, why not have it, as an entrance, as not just an opening to a box, but maybe an opening to another dimension, a pocket dimension, call it a box of holding, if you will, have it open into a fey dimension, something like that. It's very, very easy to make stories around this box.
Great idea.
Yes. So, shall we move on to puzzle number 3? And then I'm just going to go and get something briefly as well, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so we have puzzle 4 and 5 up on the screen for people now.
Puzzle 4 and 5.
Yes.
Okay, we need AJ to be reading this out.
Yes,
then.
I'm back now. I'm back. Right, we are on to puzzle number 4 and 5, and this is from Mike and from Jenny H.
Thank you for
And
submitting.
Yes, thank you very, very much indeed. Mike actually happens to work in a hospital, so he wanted something to do with the body. That's your first clue. You wear me every day, but you never put me on. I will change colours if you leave me out too long. What am I?
I think I know that one.
We have a correct answer already from Channa. Fantastic. Well done, darling. Very, very good.
1 point to you, Channel.
Number 4 is skin. This one's slightly harder. I thought this was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
The timepiece with least moving parts is a sundial.
Mm-hmm.
Name the timepiece with the most moving parts.
I mean,
It's fiendish.
wouldn't it just be a watch, though?
Angelic, Sordian, that's a good answer, not the one that we're looking for. Dr. Bray's got it. Damn it.
That was quick.
It was super quick. Yeah, the answer that we were looking for was an hourglass, which I suppose technically
yes!
it is contained within the universe.
Actually, I
but-
really like that one.
Yeah, it's clever, isn't it?
And that is
So-
1 point to you. Or was it Dr. Browse?
Yeah, everybody keep
Keep a track.
of your points then. And I will show you another puzzle, one of my favourites actually.
Are we going straight into another puzzle?
Well,
Why not?
well,
Oh, I
it's
see.
this.
What?
It's a physical puzzle.
You're not going to tie me up, are you?
No, although sometimes I'm tempted. Right, okay, this is very, very simple and it's a super one to include at the table. So all you need to do is take one end of the ribbon in one hand, one end of the ribbon in the other hand and tie a knot.
So like that and that. Is that how you have to start?
One end in one hand, one end in the other hand.
Could you start like that, though?
Your instructions are very clear.
Yes, but could you start like that and then just go like that?
No, you've got to.
Oh,
You've got
what?
because that's out of order of the sequence.
Yes, but I did ask you, so you have to start like that.
One end of the ribbon in one hand, one end of the ribbon in the other hand, and tie a knot.
Do they have to be separate hands, or can they be two?
Your instructions are clear, Lucy.
Say it again.
One end of the ribbon in one hand, one end of the ribbon in the other hand.
You're tricking
Okay.
me. You're tricking me here. Hold on,
Roxy,
Roxy's helping me.
This is not a
I
community
can't hold
puzzle.
I can't do this and do that.
Fold you up.
Roxy, this doesn't work.
This is my guess. Hold your arms. So this one's out. Let's see.
Yeah,
Grab it one with that, and then the one that's out.
right.
And see if that.
This is really hard.
Can you time it?
Yeah! Woohoo! Thanks, Roxy. I would never have got that without you.
Yeah, well done. You had some help from chat as well. Yes, Fiery Ali and Heggers, well done. You both got the answer, and with Roxy's help as well, we were soon able to solve that puzzle.
There you
That's
go.
a
How
good
about
one,
this
right?
one then?
No, don't. Oh, my lips. Oh my God, Lucy, that's
I'm
my
gagging
lips.
you.
Do it. Oh, don't. People will screenshot it and sell it.
Sell it.
On the dark web. There is one other product that I wanted to showcase to everybody. I think it's excellent for anybody that's planning or plotting or scheming puzzles in their own games. So let's have a brief look at the Field Notes Game Master journals.
essential for any
Yeah, I'd say
game
so.
master.
Particularly if you're, a beginner or a novice or maybe an intermediate, and you just need a place to put those thoughts on encounters, thoughts on NPCs, thoughts on puzzles as well. This is the finest notebook that I think we sell that's, exclusively for game masters.
It's a lovely colour to
It is,
start with.
yeah.
It's made in the USA.
Really durable materials,
And
famed for them.
we are one of the suppliers that we were approved by Field Notes because there are not many places in the UK that you can find Field Notes. They're very particular about who they sell to.
Yes, they are.
And they loved us, and we loved them, and it was a match made in heaven. So you get 2 in a pack.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realise that actually, but the field notes are generally always in packs of 2s or 3s.
Yes.
So extra value for money.
These are a nice size. They fit really well into our leather notebooks. And if you have a look inside,
Yeah.
you get some extremely useful. I'm not sure whether you can see that very well.
Yeah.
There you go. Look.
Yep.
You get some extremely useful tables.
Charts and tables throughout, random tables, but also every single page of the notebook is printed, and it's just awaiting
Campaign
your
name, synopsis, description, players, house rules.
There's places for sketches, there's places for map drawing. It really is a
Multiverse.
comprehensive tool.
It's dotted, so that means you can do all your maps and things like that on them if you wanted to. It's just there's a calendar, in-game calendars.
Yep.
You've got the maps, you've got the honeycomb maps here. They are really, honestly, really invaluable
Yes.
if you're running a campaign.
Because it is absolutely easy to get buried in notes as a game master and then forget where you've put them. Having a specific place for the worlds of your imagination is never a bad idea, even if you're running a pre-generated campaign. So that has our staff recommendation, which is not on every single product. We only give it to our favourite products. And this one is one that we all highly recommend.
Also, you've got the character journals and the monster
encounter
not the
journals.
gay journals, but maybe they should do some gay journals. I'd buy them. So there we are.
Yes, everybody liked those. Lovely set of notebooks. And Dylan says, I'm not sure I've ever used a random table. Yeah, there's a certain element of risk involving
Lucy's puzzle.
involving a random table, isn't there?
I've been clipped. Help. Send help.
Maxie says random tables are great fun. Yes, they are. I'm
I
with
think they
Dylan.
can be really fun, especially when you roll a d6.
It depends on.
And you roll a d6
Yes.
and then you don't know what you're going to get. I
Yes,
quite like that.
I like that. Yes, but the ones that are more like consequences of wild magic, where somebody can turn into a sheep, it's not necessarily going to fit my low magic
No.
world, but I'm sure they're good. They're appropriate for some players, no doubt. This week we had the Halo TV show as well.
Oh, I missed that then. I didn't know about that.
Paramount Plus, but they put it on YouTube, so I was able to catch the first
Okay.
episode. Actually, what's everybody's thoughts on it?
Was it any good?
I would love to hear. Shark Jack says, did I miss the candles? Candles are just about to be revealed. It's got mixed reviews. I had a brief look at it and I was disappointed that the elites, that are kind of the chivalrous knights, the bound by honour alien race, were depicted as sort of genocidal. Didn't quite fit in with the lore of Halo, which because they are very much defined by their adhesion to a system of honour as opposed to the brutes. So interesting choice, but I suppose they have to be different to appeal to a general audience. As a Halo fan though, I wasn't terribly convinced, but yeah.
I think I'll give that one a miss then.
Right, are we ready for the next puzzle then, everybody? Thinking caps.
Let's
are they
do it.
securely
Who's
attached to
winning?
your head? Who is winning?
Dylan is in the lead.
Dylan's in the lead.
And then we have a number of people with one.
All right.
Maxie.
Oh, it's all to play for.
Everything is to play for. Dylan, they're going to sneak up on you. They're coming for you.
So now we're on to puzzle 6. And this is a Rodney and AJ puzzle.
Yeah, watch your back, Dylan.
Okay, what do we have?
Okay, we have no better a mimic, a chest with no key. Within lies a treasure that comes from the sea. And one of mine, find the bird and the tree. I flounced around before making another onslaught. I told you needed to watch your back, Dylan, because the angelic Swordian is
Already?
in hot pursuit, my friend. Hottest of pursuits. Yeah. Angelic Swordian, sensational answer. Well done. So quick. It is indeed an oyster.
What about this next one though? Has anybody got that yet?
Well, that's one of mine. Find the bird in the tree.
Find the bird and the tree.
Yes, I've hidden
I
some.
flounced
I've
around
hidden them somewhere in that sentence.
before making another onslaught.
I've
Okay.
hidden them away.
Ah.
Tree and a bird. Somewhere.
Onslaught seems like a suspicious word there. Doesn't it?
Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Come on, Angelic.
Come on.
Somebody could pull away with this now. To be fair, there's a lot of people on 1 point as well.
Well, that's it. That's why it's all to play for.
Hot competition. Angelic is stuck on the next one though. But here comes Chana67 with the correct
Chana!
answer. Boom!
I do believe Chana's on 2.
Correct.
Boom! Headshot the puzzle.
Well done.
Well done, darling. Yeah. It's cedar and heron. And if you look at the end of flounced and the beginning of a round, cedar, and then indeed onslaught was a suspicious word because it contains the on of heron. Another onslaught, heron. Well spotted.
Fantastic. Well done.
Incredible.
Cedar's
work.
pretty good answer because you wouldn't necessarily really think of cedar initially, would you?
You wouldn't. Now, let's showcase our prize.
The prize that everybody's playing for tonight.
Yes, and also represents our next revealed candle.
Well, here we go.
Yes. Everybody, would like to introduce to you number 42 of our candle. Number 41 is coming, it's in the works. Number 42 is here and it is ready and it is on sale now. It is now live. It is, of course, the spectacular Goblin King. The opulent Goblin King is infused with the dramatic new heart note for GameTea candles. Stargazer Lilies with us for the first time. The precious haven evoked by this scent is complemented by rich, warm almond, and the effect is spellbinding, perfect for your own labyrinthine sanctuary. Can we show the colour?
Yes, Roxanne, can you pass me something to open the lid of this candle, please?
Yeah.
Because I have forgotten it.
This is a good demonstration actually for anybody who doesn't know about how to open our paint tin candles.
I mean, I just use the back of a spoon. It's
Yep, you can use a coin, a key.
they're little paint pot
Spoon.
ones, you see. Very lovely, sealed for freshness.
Yes, we do get the occasional email where people have become a little bit confused and unsure on how to open them, so that is a good demonstration of how to do it. The colour is
Are
spectacular.
you ready for this?
Wait until you see this, guys.
Look at that.
Stunning. So our winner will...
Soy wax.
Mm-hmm.
And I can smell it from here. I can tell you this is a good one. All you candle lovers out there are going to be really,
Definitely, it's one
really
of my favourite that
pleased
we
with
have
this.
ever developed, and the colour is particularly spectacular. And we also have
Oh, look, it
available.
matches, look.
Yeah.
What a lovely little
Oh
present, look.
yes. That's why I said bring the journals tonight.
What a lovely
And then we
gift that was
also
made for
have.
somebody.
I'm not opening crisps, everybody. I'm opening a dice packet. We also have, as part of the prize, as well, the beautiful Goblin King dice set.
The set of Goblin Kings.
Yep, so it's all to play for as we move into the next puzzle. Is everybody ready? Brace
We're still on the
yourselves.
product camera. Hold on. Give us a second.
Okay. Puzzle number 7.
Is this the last one or is this the second?
Oh!
Ah, we have some correspondence from our dearest Captain Thalia. Dear Solvers, as capable midshipmen all, you should be well acquainted with the cardinal and ordinal directions essential for navigation. To test you, I have taken the liberty of disguising a direction in the following sentence. As ship's governor, the deck is mine, and I shall quietly tiptoe astern. Make sail forthwith. Your humble servant, Captain P. Thalia, Imperial Navy.
So there are directions within that sentence.
Yes.
Oh, I can see one.
Come here, little babies. Yeah, they're chasing each other around because Bonky's got something.
I know what it is. I know the answer.
Yes.
Somebody's got it.
Oh, who? Rosie H has got one. Heggers has got a near correct answer, but not.
Oh, see, I thought it was what Heggers said.
Ouch. Gosh, my pig is so heavy.
No, she's not.
She is.
Is that not correct then, what Heggers said?
It's not quite correct.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm.
Because that one.
Yes.
It's got to be both parts.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Rosie H.
Yeah!
Got it. Well done, darling. It's northeastern, actually. Very, very close, Heggers. Very, very close indeed.
That is 1 point
but
for Rosie.
not quite complete there. It was the northeastern direction. So 1 point for Rosie. Yeah, well done, guys. But you know, we are almost at the end of the stream. We've got one more puzzle, and that comes from us, to us from Max, actually. It's
what
not,
happens
It's not the infamous
if there's a
one.
tie break? What happens?
Then, if there's a tie break, then we'll have to do 2 prizes.
We'll have to. Yes, this is getting a bit.
As always happens.
This is getting a bit crazy.
It's really heating up. Really, really heating up.
Yeah.
But I do have just one more question for you and one more question for chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we often like to
I
get
can
a
calm
little
down
bit.
a little bit now then.
One more. Everything to play for. We often can get a little bit nostalgic in this stream, and that's something that we like to do, isn't it? But I do have a question for you in chat, and that is if you could revive one franchise from the past or remaster one game, what would it be?
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
Do you know what game I really... There's a few actually that I liked. I loved Ridge Racer. That was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that sticks in my mind is Alex Kidd. Do you remember that?
Oh, God, now you're really going back.
Oh, well, I am going back. I'm not that old. But yeah, I remember playing that for the first time and I loved it. And I think they could do a really good job. You know when they do the paper, scissors, rock? That's a great game.
Maxie says Alex the Kid or Trapdoor. Fiery Alex
Oh,
says
so
Dragon Age Origin.
There you go. Somebody else said Alex
Leo
Kidd.
says they would like to see the original Rayman game. Yeah,
Trapdoor.
It was hard.
Trapdoor was a great game.
Damn. Shockjax asked, do you have any plans to bring back the Bad Moon Rising candle? That was one of my all-time favourites. It was so good.
It did smell really good.
Loved it.
Well, let's do it for
was
Halloween.
a Halloween special. If it does come back, it will probably have a change of packaging.
I don't know. I liked it.
Yes, I did like it, but now we've gone for the sort of engraving copper plate style, so it'll probably have a refresh of its packaging. But I think it's ripe to come back this Halloween. Actually, yes.
I'll bear that in mind for Halloween.
What else do we have? We've got remaster Metal Gear Solid, bring back Burnout, fabulous series. Chana says I'd love to see another Jedi Knight game. Ravs, thanks for the subscription, darling. How are you? Good evening. Yeah, we're talking about games that we would want to see remastered or franchises that we would like to see resurrected from the grave. Sharkjack says the old Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth games. Nice. You know, Ravs and Max bought me the original Metal Gear Solid art book for my birthday one year. And can I just say, Ravs and Max, it's gone up in value. Nice.
Good investment.
Thanks for that. Better than Bitcoin, that's for sure. MGS Ravs wants, and photography says bring back Assassin's Creed, but like Unity. Yeah. Oh, Angelic, that's a brilliant answer. SSX Tricky.
You loved that.
I know, I was obsessed with that.
You used to even
Obsessed
like
with
do
it.
that. You used to like sing it and everything in your bedroom.
Oh, stop. I did used to sing it
Tricky,
in my
you're
bedroom.
tricky.
Yes, I loved to play JP. It was absurd though. I mean, he would like be guillotining the board around his neck and all sorts. Keep that absurdity. It's the best
Why
part
not?
of the game. Come on, games are meant to be fun, aren't they? SSX Tricky is a great one. It was the best one. It had a fantastic soundtrack. Actually, you know, when we were talking about soundtracks the other day, best soundtracks in game, we didn't mention Vice City. And so we've all got our nerd
Yes, of
licenses have been
course.
revoked,
Yeah.
violently revoked.
Could have forgotten that.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, SSX Tricky would probably be mine, actually. Angelic Sordian says, who didn't sing the SSX theme tune? Well, I did in my bedroom, apparently. and
Nothing
you
to be
remember
embarrassed
it.
about, darling.
Oh, thank you. It was a good game.
It was.
Lots of enjoyment. Are we ready for our last final puzzle then, guys? We've got 3 minutes to the end of the stream.
I'm so excited.
Everything is to play for.
Who will it be?
Okay, and this one comes from our beloved Max, infamous for her difficult puzzles. Infamous.
Impossible puzzles.
And I thought we'd end on a difficult one.
Oh dear.
Everybody, thinking caps.
Hold on to your hats.
Secure them onto your heads immediately. Go. Roxy says go.
Roxy says go.
Roxy says go. This is meant as an incentive.
I don't understand the question.
My friend, you've just been Belgianed. You've been Belgian. Max is from Belgium. You've been Belgianed hard.
Do you have to rearrange these into
You-
a sentence?
Have to rearrange the letters into a well-known phrase. Janice says, and I'm out. Max says, I apologise. Look, we had to finish on a hard
Is the
one,
first
guys.
word I?
No.
A?
Yes.
I got the first word. I got the first letter for you guys.
Come on, Lucy's got the first letter. There's only 6, 8, 12. Oh god, I can't be on 12. There's only some double digits left. 21. There's only 21 letters left to go. Oh, Angelic's got it! Oh, well done!
Oh, now we've got a 3-way tie.
Have we?
Have we?
We've got a tiebreaker.
Could have done your ribbon as a tie.
Well, I think we'll have to do a tiebreaker.
Yes. Who's there? Who's in the running then?
We have got Dylan on 2.
Dylan on
Dylan's
2.
Chanor
Channel's on
Chana's
2.
on 2.
and Angelic.
Angelic's on 2.
Yeah.
Do they all win, or shall we do a
I'm going to do a
tiebreak?
tiebreaker. I just need to think of
Okay.
one. I've got 2 in mind actually. They're both science based. But I don't know which one to go for. They're both tough.
This is too much. Can't bear it.
Okay. An explorer is setting out in their aircraft to journey the whole way around the world, from pole to pole and then back again. a journalist approaches her and says, aren't you worried about flying over the poles? It's so cold. And she says, no, my dear, because I'll have to fly over 2 places that are much colder. But what did she mean? Shanna, Dylan, Angelic, over to you. This is just for those 3. The tension is extremely high, it is building. They say, ooh, Tuffy, Tuffy. So she's flying around the world, pole to pole and back again. And she's going to pass 2 places that are colder than the poles. What does she mean?
There aren't any places colder than the poles.
It's a science one. Have I stumped you?
You've stumped me.
Okay, well then I'll give you a clue then. There are no places on the ground that are colder than the poles. Any guesses? Dylan, Angelic and Channa. Says the gaze of her ex-lover looking up at the plane. And one other time. Angelic, yeah, you're coming away with the prize. Congratulations.
What was it?
It's the stratosphere over the equator is much, much higher than over the poles.
Right.
So when you're flying
You
over
go
the
higher
equator, you go higher up, where it is much, much colder.
I didn't know that.
So I think
Don't you
that's
just
an
fly at the same
acceptable answer.
altitude the whole time?
No, the way that gravity works on the Earth's axial tilt means that the stratosphere is higher
Wow.
at the equator
You
than it
learn
is on the
something
poles.
new every day.
Hey, that was a fantastic answer, Angelic. Well done. Roxy will message you to grab your address for your prize, and to everybody else that participated in the stream, congratulations and thank you so much for being with us tonight. Now we'll have 2 minutes or so for Q&As. If you want to hit us with any questions, then please do so. If you've enjoyed the stream, please consider placing an order on GameTea or giving us your sub. We would be incredibly appreciative, and really it just goes straight back into the stream to offer prizes and such.
Or if you've got any ideas that you'd like us to
yeah.
do on the stream as well.
Yeah.
I've mentioned the creative one.
Yeah.
Channa, I know he was the person that did the models last week.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we'd love to see more.
Yes.
We would love to see more.
Yeah.
So keep them sent in. You'll always have a lot of appreciation on this stream. We'll always try and showcase your work if we can possibly do so. We've had a lot of very talented painters.
We also
presented
have a
models.
friend that does knitting as well.
Yes,
and
yes.
She is knitting Pixie and Prinny a little jumper as we speak. So maybe we could show those. That'd be nice.
That would be absolutely
But
lovely.
anything creative, I would just
Max,
love to
of
see.
course, has done her
Photography,
fan
art, yeah.
Yeah. Dylan says, oh man, I have so many riddles from my campaigns, I have to share them for the next riddle one. By all means, send them in. Let's have a
Please
community
do. Yeah.
riddle evening again, because I've really enjoyed this.
It's been a very puzzle themed tonight, but I think it's been really good, hasn't it?
Look, I'm obsessed
The
with
Easter
puzzles.
the Easter one next week's gonna be really good.
Don't forget, we've got my birthday coming up as well. And Channa
How
says,
could anyone
I'm printing
forget?
more of Lucy's miniatures right now. Wow, cool.
Thanks, Channa.
Photography says, photography, you say? Never heard of it. Rosie H says, Cloud asks, do you play GTA?
Yes.
Yeah, all of them, darling.
Every
All
single
of them.
one. Every one.
And Roxy's currently playing the remastered versions on the Switch. Leo says, I'm working on teddy bears for my friend's baby, and I've been making a bunch of resin cactuals, so I can submit those.
Please do.
Yes, absolutely. That sounds lovely.
Resin art. Oh, Maxi as well, with your resin art.
Mm-hmm.
Send that in.
Yeah.
Did we not have Kiltia here tonight?
No.
Oh, Kiltia, I hope you're okay.
Yes.
If you watch this afterwards.
Absolutely.
Hope you're all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems
Unusual.
quiet without Kiltia, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I do hope you're all right, darling. Jack says a remaster of the top-down GTAs of old could be fun. Yeah, I don't think you'd be allowed to do half of the things that you're allowed to do in those now. Yeah.
Those days are gone, my friend.
There was some... Yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but the very funny,
No.
funny acts of violence were possible. When Angelic says I would love to see you guys play something funny and casual like Kiwi or Overcooked. Yeah, we like a lot of board games, don't we? Generally I know they're obviously not board games, but Jackbox play quite a lot of as well. The only thing is though, Lucy will tell you this, if I lose, I go in a mood.
She's always been the same since a child. I used to have to let her win because she'd just cry.
Oh, people have to apologise to me if they win on Mario Kart. I really take personal offence. I'm a terrible sport. Always have been.
Always been the same.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be very fun, actually. I'd probably end up either crying or going red in the face. With pure rage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Photographer says hopefully jazzing up a Mickey Mouse kilt this weekend, ready for our holiday. Cool.
Oh, yeah, show us.
Presume they're going to Disney World or
Maybe.
Disneyland. Disney World, I think. And Dr. Bro says one last question. If there is one thing you want for your birthday, what would it be? World peace.
Well, yes.
World peace.
And many, many other things.
Loads and loads of presents. Oh, goodness me. I'm going to buy a bench because, well, Kiltia has bought me a bench for my little garden area, which is
lovely.
wonderful. I'm really looking forward to getting that. I'd like to see everybody as well, of course. My birthday started just at the start of the first lockdown, really, so
It did, yeah.
I've had quite a few birthdays.
We missed a
people.
lot of really important birthdays as well, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Yeah, we did. So yeah, if I could have one thing for my birthday, it would probably be 12 straight hours alone with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
She's loopy, telling you.
Oh, don't. I watched the final Harry Potter and realised that I was Luna Lovegood. It's based on me. Right, okay everybody, I think that's a good place to stop the stream. Thank you for everybody that subbed tonight.
Thank you so much.
Lovely to have you with us. Congratulations to our lovely winner, of course, and congratulations to everybody who got a good correct answer. And we will see you next week. Same game tea time, same tea place.